Where did Jesus go for those 3 days between the cross and the empty tomb? Most people treat those 3 days as a gap, a pause or a silence between the tragedy of Friday and the miracle of Sunday, but they were not silent. What happened during those 3 days in the unseen realm was the most dramatic, most consequential, and most deeply personal sequence of events in the entire history of creation. To understand this, you have to understand the map of the ancient world. They called the realm of the dead Sheol in Hebrew, or Hades in Greek. It wasn't just a place of punishment, it was the destination of every human soul. It was divided into two sides, a place of torment for the wicked and a place called Abraham's bosom for the righteous. Even the greatest heroes of faith, Abraham, Moses, and David, were not in heaven yet. They were in this waiting room on the wrong side of a door that had been locked since the Garden of Eden. When Jesus died on Friday afternoon, his body was in a tomb, but his soul descended as a conqueror. He didn't go there to suffer. His suffering was finished at the cross. He went there as a king entering enemy territory. First, he went to the darkest prison of the fallen powers to proclaim his absolute victory. He stood before the ancient enemies of humanity and declared, "You thought the cross was your victory? It was mine. The debt is paid, and I hold the keys." Then he turned toward the light, toward the waiting souls. Ancient tradition says the first person he sought was Adam, the man whose sin started it all. He didn't just offer a hand, he grabbed humanity by the wrists and said, "I order you, O sleeper, to awake. I did not create you to be a prisoner here. Rise, for I am the life of the dead." In that moment, thousands of years of patient faith were rewarded. He gathered every faithful soul from Abel to John the Baptist and led a host of captives out of the darkness. This is why Matthew 27 records the tombs were opened and many saints were seen walking the streets of Jerusalem. It was the physical proof of a spiritual rescue. Because of those 3 days, the holding room has been cleared. The waiting is over. Jesus now says, "I am the living one. I died, and behold, I am alive forevermore, and I have the keys of death and Hades." If you belong to him, you no longer face a dark waiting room. Because he went there first, he cleared the path. Now, for the believer, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord immediately. The door is open, the debt is paid, and the King is home.